There's so many things going on right now that completely suck. But this weekend, actually Friday, August 28th, is going to be excellent though. Bill and Ted Face the Music premieres, and there's actually ways that you can stream it. I think there's a few release dates. Maybe it's going to be in drive-in theaters. That's awesome. Like, there's so much bullcrap going on in the world right now that, you know, having some, you know, for me, nostalgic movie make a comeback with, you know, Keanu Reeves has blown up. John Wick has brought him back to the spotlight in a way that many people thought we may never see him in again, and people are appreciating him for who he is, and that brings some value to his old work. You know, Bill and Ted being one of his first roles. If I'm not mistaken, that was his first big role. And now we've got a new installment to the Bill and Ted franchise. It's not even a reboot. The movies were great. Bill and Ted had a story that was super relatable. I know to me, and plenty of people just like me that were not straight A students, didn't do the best. I know that I'm really bad for procrastinating, and that's how they kind of got into a crazy adventure in the first movie.
You're in danger of flunking most heinously tomorrow.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was about these two idiots having to go through time to put together this presentation so that they could graduate. You know, they were daydreaming about being in this band, the Wild Stallions.
Wild Stallions!
Neither of them knew how to play any instrument, but through all of this stuff, they may get a little irritated, but they always had positive attitudes. These were guys that were really chill. You know, it didn't say that they were stoners, but I'm sure that that was kind of the suggestion, the way that they talked, the way that they acted.
No, dude! Let's bail!
The historical figures used in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure were hilarious, but my two favorites, number one, Napoleon was so funny. He was hilarious in the mall.
Ziggy Piggy, Ziggy Piggy, Ziggy Piggy.
Napoleon in the water park just kills me.
Buddy, you're holding up the line. Come on, buddy.
When they went back and found Socrates, Bill called him Socrates.
Socrates. The only true wisdom consists in knowing that you know nothing. That's us, dude. Dust. Win. Dude.
Golden classic, hilarious. And the Wild Stallions, that whole thing that they were building towards at the end, that they bring all of these historical figures together, and
And now, for our last speaker.
Party on, dudes!
they passed their classes and everything. They started a band with these chicks that they hooked up with.
Why don't you have the ladies sign as well, would you please? After all, they are in the band.
They are? Excellent! Bill, my friend. Yes, Ted, my friend. This has been a most excellent adventure.
They find out their band's message is going to change the entire world. This movie has such a great ending to it. It's amazing. I really liked it growing up. I still think it holds up today. It's funny. It's not in the vein of some of the other kind of stonerish comedy movies. It's a lot more wholesome, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the right word for it. The slogan, be excellent to one another. be excellent. I mean, it's goofy, it's funny, but it's true. Be good to each other. Be as good to each other as you can, because if you're going through some stuff, I'm sure the person next to you and the people around you are going through some stuff or living through some crazy times. What a message. What a great movie to be coming out right now. I feel like that's such a positive and something to be looking forward to. Friday, streaming. New movie, new Bill and Ted. That's some awesome stuff. But there was so much Bill and Ted back in the day. I was surprised to learn that there was actually a live action series of Bill and Ted. Don't believe me? Here's a clip.
Dude, they're completely psyched and ready for us.
Guess being the last band wasn't so bad at all.
And I was aware of the fact that there was a Bill and Ted animated series.
And Ted. Wild Stallions rule!
It's like there was an animated series for everything in the 90s, which I'm so thankful for, because a lot of them were the best part of the material that they put out for many characters. There's so many cartoons out there that I would rather watch the cartoon version than like the movie, the comic book, the whatever they made. The animated series a lot of times in the 90s was the best part. But it doesn't end there. These guys had a Bogus Journey as well.
Bill and Ted are dead.
Where they had cyborg clone Bill and Ted's come back into their time and try to murder them. Actually, they murdered them.
The future.
You metal, dude!
The Grim Reaper was absolutely hilarious. Seeing him get so pissed off at Bill and Ted beating him in all these different games was a huge highlight for the Bogus Journey. No doubt about that at all.
Test.
J7.
You have sunk my battleship.
Excellent!
Best 2 out of 3.
And it makes me think about the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. I know that came after Bill and Ted, so I wonder if that was any kind of inspiration for what they did with that cartoon. Both awesome. I love Billy and Mandy, the Grim Adventures. Grim is hilarious. I will probably do a video on that show eventually. Bill and Ted had a similar relationship with the Grim Reaper. It was just a great part of the film.
What is the meaning of life?
Every rose has its thorn.
Bill and Ted going to heaven, being awkward, being idiots, every single place that they go. Bill and Ted going to hell, and the levels of hell and the stages of hell. It was creepy. Awesome, awesome part of that movie.
Who's that? Ted. Who do you think it is, dude? Oh, yeah.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey was just another great film for those two characters. It makes me very excited for August 28th, this Friday, when we get to see Bill and Ted Face the Music. Now, there's a dynamic to this that I know it's going to be different. Times are different now. Who knows if this third movie would have ever come out if we didn't have the ability to do the things that we do now. We can support the franchises that we want to support, and as fans, we can influence creators to create things that we loved from the past, because it's not really up to huge studios anymore to do certain things. The fans have the ability to support the actors and the stories that they like and give it, you know, kind of a guarantee that we're going to show up if they do something. I think that's really cool. I think that the interaction with fans and the understanding of like things that we will support has come a long way with our ability to voice our opinions. And that's really cool. I think it's so awesome that a third Bill and Ted movie is being brought to streaming and to the big screen. And there will be a lot of critics that will bash this movie, regardless of how good it is or how much people can enjoy it. It's not going to win an Oscar. If it does, I'll be extremely surprised and happy, probably. But the fact that this film is being made so long after the success of the original two is really cool, because we see people in positions where they're doing what they want to do. The people involved in this film aren't doing it because they feel like they absolutely have to. The people doing this film are doing it because it's fun. It's had enough time to rest. It's time to break it back out. They're doing what they want to do. And I don't think that anybody really should bash this film when it comes out. If you don't have fun with it, don't watch it. If you don't think you're going to enjoy it, then don't. But there will be people that think it's funny. There will be people searching for that nostalgic feel and to have a blast from the past and have a good time, because we need a good time right now. So if it's not your cup of tea, don't drink it. You don't have to. Nobody's making you. But for those of us who want to have fun, want to enjoy this film, trust me, we will, and I am looking forward to it. So with that being said, Friday, August 28th, Bill and Ted, They Face the Music. And I'm going to be tuning in to check it out. I hope you guys have a good time. I hope you enjoyed the video. What do you think about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures? Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure? What do you think about Bill and Ted Face the Music? Have you seen the trailer? Are you interested in watching the movie this Friday? I know that I am. I want to hear from you. Give me a like, give me a thumbs down, get a subscription if you want to see more. I'm going to be doing more videos about the nostalgic gold that we have in the past. I'm dragging it right here to the future. I'll be doing it every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next week.